What's up, Ragin Nation? This is Alex Jr. watching the Ragin Nation Show Transformers Edition. This is a web series where I talk about all things related in the Transformers universe. So the first thing I got on my mind is Fall of Cybertron. Fall of Cybertron is the sequel of War for Cybertron, and they're going to release a new trailer for their latest installment as long as they get 1,000 likes on their Facebook page. I'm gonna leave the link in the description box below. Be sure to like that Facebook page because I want to see that trailer, and I know the rest of you do. So right now they're at 868 likes. They need 132 more likes. I'm pretty good at math. That took no thought at all. Anyways, check out the Facebook page and click like and show your support because they're going to be releasing that trailer and I can't wait another day. The last trailer just blew my mind when I saw Grimlock, so I gotta see that trailer. The next thing we gotta talk about is Transformers 4. Michael Bay is prepping up for Pain and Gain, which is his next movie. It's a smaller movie. It's a movie that he's always wanted to get done, and he's finally making it happen. So Dwayne Johnson is attached to appear in that movie while doing an interview for Journey 2. He was talking about Pain and Gain. He mentioned that Michael Bay's got to get this movie done because he's got to start work on Transformers 4. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I already knew that Michael Bay was going to be attached to Transformers 4. Hasbro wants him to make it happen. Paramount wants him to make it happen. Spielberg wants him to make it happen. What more do you need? So I already knew this was happening, but the big question is not only when, but how is he involved? Now, what I mean by that is he going to direct it? Is he going to produce it? Is he going to be the executive producer? Does he have a hand in the story? That is all unconfirmed. Right now, I can't say he's going to be directing it, but I know for sure that he's going to be a part of it in some way because this is his baby. This is like, he's not going to leave it to someone else and he's just going to take off. He spent 6 to 7 years of his life devoted to this franchise. At the very least, he should be an executive producer, if not a producer. So what I believe is that right after Pain and Gain, he's prepping up for Transformers 4. Now, another question is it going to be a reboot or a sequel? I'm going to predict that if Michael Bay is directing it, it is going to be a sequel. If another director is directing it, it's going to be a reboot. Because when you really think about it, having Michael Bay direct a reboot to his own franchise that he ended would be a bit of a mockery to his own work. So I think what's really going to happen is that he's going to find a way to make the fourth one happen in terms of having the story connected to the previous movie. The next thing I want to talk about is that Transformers Prime figures have been showing up across the states. So if you live in the USA, keep your eyes out at Toys R Us because they're showing up, and the really hot one right now is the Viacon. Even the Takara version is rare now. It was said to be the most coolest looking figure in the entire line. So when the Takara first editions came out, they were just gone. They just got snatched up right away. Big Bad Toy Store has them sold out. Ages 3 and up just got them sold out. I think they're restocking them though, but do check them out. And eBay has the Viacon for anywhere between $60 to $70 US. So that's pretty much double in price, at least. So if you can find it, get your hands on that because this figure is going to be the hot one. And also in the world of Transformers Dark of the Moon, Transformers Dark of the Moon is up for 3 Oscars, and of course that is all the technical awards. Sound editing, sound mixing, and of course best achievement in visual effects. You know, looking back at the previous Academy Awards, 2008 and 2010, it's almost like a joke to me. They always get snubbed at the Oscars. Transformers lost over polar bears. That is blasphemy. And when you watch that polar bear movie, you think like, wow, that is the worst visual effects I've ever seen. It's not the worst, but it just looks too cartoony. If they don't win it, then it's official that the Academy does not care for any of these movies. And finally, the last thing I gotta talk about is SavCon. SavCon is Savannah, Georgia's very first unofficial Transformers convention happening in the state of Georgia. And it's gonna be a historical event because a lot of really cool things are happening. And here are some updates for you. In no particular order, they have the Hall of Primus, which is an awards ceremony where they recognize people who have contributed to the Transformers fandom. It could be like just average Joes to voice actors to all kinds of people. So it's gonna be a pretty exciting event. Also, there are gonna be a couple of custom cars showing up. They got Bumblebee Galvatron, and also Cliff Jumper, which is a red movie edition of the Camaro and is coming up from Alabama to be a part of this convention. And also pre-registration is happening right now, and also if you pre-register, they're going to throw in a couple of oversized trading cards which include some Transformers characters on them. The lineup consists of RID Optimus Prime and also G1 Cyclonus signed by fan artist James M. Biggie, and finally RID Scourge signed by fan artist Avalon Horvath. And finally, SavCon has their own Tumblr page. You can start following them now. I'll leave the link in the description box below. And that's all the news that I have for you in the Transformers edition of the Ragin Nation show. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also follow me on Twitter at Ragin Nation and like my Facebook page, The Ragin Nation. And before I go, I have a question for you guys. Which out of all the Transformers Prime figures that are currently released is the one that you like the most? Let me know in the comment section below. My name is Alex Yu, and thanks for watching the Ragin Nation show. Peace. I mean, we have Thundercracker, all the Decepticons, all the Jets are here, and they're all like, when I first touched these, when you touch these, you can feel some of them are metal.